Hello everyone, it's Van here again, and today I will talk to you guys more about some other tools that we can use using NX Motion to create and control the motion of the object that we want. Um, Normally, the object that we do by using driver on the joint part only move in one way, and you cannot like change that and force it to go the other way or something. So today I will teach you guys and guide you guys through some tools and also how to use them. So first, here's our design. This is basically an automatic door. Um, so this door will open and close like automatically. So we want to create a motion that can, move the door open and then close like over again. So let's do that. Here is the results as you guys can see. Take a second. Okay, so here is what you guys want to see here. So it will open and then it will close down like that. Okay, so let's do it. So you guys just like do it like normal, like choose application, motion, and wait for it here. So create a new file for it. Save the files, name it whatever you want, and then click OK. And then let's do it. The first thing that you want to do is to create a motion body for them. As I said before, maybe in the other version they will call it link, but in my NX version it will call this tool motion body. It's a very important tool that you guys should know, shouldn't forget. So this thing actually stay in place, so it's not actually moving according to the animation that I showed you. So we will fix that for now. And then the other doors, we just create a motion body for them. And that's it. Easy. Next is a joint. So it's a very simple one. This sliding here and there, so we'll just create a sliding joint for them. I will go quick on this part because this part's easy to. Okay, so that's it for the joint. Now the thing that I want to talk about today is the marker, the sensor, and also the force here. I will guide you guys through like a simple function for it, so that you guys can use later. So first, let's hop into it. So marker, it basically marketplace. So you guys want this door to stop it right before it reach here. So you guys have to mark it so that NX software can know when to stop it, like before when it reach here. So you have to mark it first because it doesn't really have any sensor to stop the motion. So first you have to select a motion body. Um, Create a point for it. I will choose this point here. Here, okay. Let's choose that and just click OK. So that's it for the marker. Now we create the sensor for it. So that what I want here is to create this sensor tools here basically calculates the displacement, velocity, acceleration, or force on the measurement that we're going to choose along the components, which is XYZ or linear magnitude, and also some reference frames that we want to use here. So in this case, I would just use the absolute value. For example, in this here, this marker here, I think is about 600 from this um, origin, so it will be around minus 600 on the x-axis here. So that's what we're supposed to expect when using this sensor. Later I will show you the XY result and you will see it much clearer. So for now, just choose the marker and then click OK. So that's a sensor for you guys. So now we would not use the driver to move the joint. Today we're going to use the force because you cannot actually like control the driver. You just use one way and the field function. It doesn't work very well. So we just want to choose a vector force to move the door, open and close. So now choose motion body. I choose this one. The origin here. The base one, we choose this big thing here, and we don't really need a reference. Now create a function for it. Now we don't really have a function right now, so we're just gonna create one. So what we want here is, so after you apply force on this door here, you have an acceleration. So if you guys wanted to stop at here, you guys have to create a opposite force that is equal in magnitude in this center line here, and it will be around 600 minus 600 millimeters according to this um, origin. So now, so the function that we want to use is let's say it's a 100 Newton force on this way. So wait, on this way. So we wanted to, if the magnitude, if displacement is smaller than 900 millimeters from the origin, it will apply force in this way, and if it is bigger, it apply force this way. So let's do that over again. So now here you should notice that the force here will go, sorry, just do it again. So select the motion body, origin, the base here, and then function manager, create it. So as you can see here, if the force is going this way, it actually will be negative because the x direction is going this way. So the formula that we will use is, if I will explain it later, if the name of the sensor SE001, so it is now it is minus 600. You guys want it to stop at minus 900. So basically, if it is smaller, oh no, bigger than minus 900, in the NX we use brackets for its units. You have to have units for every number, or else it will create a wrong syntax for it. So now, so if the sensor is smaller, oh no, it's bigger than minus 900, it will create a minus 100 newtons force. Else, it will create a 100 newton force. So if you guys like put in like a formula like this, the first expression, the second, and the third, with like a boolean here. If you guys learn programming, it will call this one is called boolean. Like it will only have like a true, false, value. So for example, if it's now it's about 600, it will be larger than 900 minus 900, so it could be true. So if this one is true, it will have a minus 100. If this one is not true, is false, it will go to 100. Very easy formula that you can use. There's a few more if formula. I will talk about that later. So for now, just click apply. Oh, click OK. Sorry. Okay, so here's a function that we want. So we're just gonna choose that one and click OK. It will choose it for us, and then we just click OK. So that's it for the one door that we want to see. So there's like everything that we need: the bodies, the marker, the joint, the force, the sensor. So now we just try to run this door alone, to see if there's any problem. So we'll have to create a solution for it. I will choose like 10 seconds to see if it's going. So click OK and then solve it. It's lagging. Okay, so it's pretty so I can see. Okay, so run the animation. So that works. So okay, see here. So there, I'm going to show you guys the XY results of the force. No, the display of the force sensor here. I think it's this one. Okay, so let's run the model again to see like how it's going to work with the graph here. So just run the animation. So as you guys can see, when it's reach this, yeah, so that's like how the graph will, and I will go to analyze that a little. Okay, so stop a little. Stop it here. So normally, from minus 600 to 900, it will apply a force of 100 to the right side. But when it reached 900 here, it basically changed the direction of the force, and then it slowly and it like reduce the speed and the velocity of the door, and it stopped at about 1160. It's actually the 900 is actually a middle point of these two number here, which is 640 and 1160. So that's explained like the opposite direction of the force that create like this scenario here. So if you take the average of these two numbers, you're going to have 900. If you choose another number, of course, it will move like a little bit forward here. So when it reached 900, because of the force acting on the left hand side, it will also create, which over 900, it will create like 100 newtons force, and then it will slowly reach the climax here and stops at like its first place, and then it goes uh, repeatedly like that, and then that is why we're going to use that function. And now we also apply that same force for the second door right here. So we just do the same thing. So we'll choose vector force here. We choose a motion body. Choose this force. We choose the origin. Anything that you want actually, just do it again. Just automatically choose force here. Then choose the center mass for it. So the base, just choose the door, and then okay. So the function, we should have the function before. So we'll just change it a little bit. So edit it. So because this one is actually on the other side of the quadrant, the x-axis here is actually the positive. So we have to change like this symbol here, the sign. So actually, so basically it will still use the sensor of this door. If you want to create a new sensor, it's okay, but I think it's much easier and less work to do when you're just using because you only need one sensor, both of the door will move the same way. So basically, it will create a force on the left side to open it, and then when it reach 900, it will automatically change to 100 Newton force to the right side. So that's how it works. So it's just click. Oh no, we kind of change that. We actually copy it to create a new function. If we Yeah, by the way, if you change this thing, it will also change like the other force that we have here. Just click OK. So create a new one. Just here, you only need to change the sign so that it works. Okay, so let's choose that, and then that's it. Easy. Click OK, and then solve it. Mm, Oh, try to run it. Go. Yeah, as you guys can see, they move the same way, so we don't actually need to change the function or add another sensor. But if you guys wanted to, move the, not the same way, they move differently, so you can do that. Um, so now I would just try to change like the number a little bit. For example, edit it. So let's try 1,000. Click OK. Um, no, edit it. Let's try 1,000 here. Click OK. Click OK. No, this is this function. Let's check it again to make sure it's correct. So this is 001 and this is 002. Okay, let's solve it again. And then try to run it. Here you go. So it will move a little bit more and like forward. Like here you can see it's like going out a little bit. Well, basically because you change the numbers, it's bigger and moving a bigger, um, you know, distance. So that's it. And if you guys see the XY results of the sensor here, I create a new window along with the motion. Just let's see. Okay, so right now, as you can see, mm, when you change this to 1,000, the number here will also change, and the 1,000 refers to the middle points of the 640 and 3060. So that's how it works here. It's some basic physics if you guys don't know. But so again, when it runs to 1,000, it will immediately change direction. It was slowing down, reach to the bottom, and then another 100 force, and then it will going up and down like that again. So that's it, some basics for the function. I think the most important thing in this um, class that I talk about is the function manager here and some function that you guys need to know, some basic ones if you guys want to use it. And also remember this um, units, because if you don't have that unit there, it will not like run the the function as you want. For example, if I try to not put 100 newtons here, click apply, um, it will create it as unitless, and you really need to have a units for it. Um, okay, so here, so I think that's it for today, and you guys have a good day. See ya.